of the WNBA Commissioner Cup, and unfortunately, star Caitlin Clark.
The basketball world has just been rocked. Stephanie White, head coach of the Indiana Fever, dropped a devastating update. Caitlin Clark's injury is far more serious than originally believed. What started as a minor concern has escalated into a potential long-term setback, sending shockwaves through the WNBA and leaving fans holding their breath for what's next. What was first diagnosed as a minor groin strain has now spiraled into a much more serious concern, one that's rattling the entire league. This isn't just a case of sitting out a game or two. Caitlin Clark could be facing an extended absence, possibly sidelined for several weeks. And even through the All-Star break, the impact, massive. The Fever, the fans, and the WNBA are all holding their breath. Let's unpack this brutal timeline. It started with a quad injury that sidelined Clark for 5 games over a 3-week stretch, just as she appeared to be regaining full form. Disaster struck again. This time, it's a nagging left groin strain that's turned out to be far more persistent than expected. She's now missed 4 straight games, and with no clear return date, the uncertainty is casting a shadow over the Fever's season and the league itself. Coach Stephanie White hasn't missed words. My goal has always been the same. I don't want this to linger or risk a setback by rushing her back. We need her 100% healthy, and her long-term well-being comes first. In other words, they're in full caution mode. There's no firm return date, and behind the scenes, there's growing concern about making the injury worse. The message is clear. Clark's recovery won't be rushed, and the uncertainty is starting to rattle both the Fever and the WNBA at large. And here's where things turn downright catastrophic. For the WNBA, the numbers are brutal. Since Caitlin Clark's injury, national TV viewership has nosedived by a jaw-dropping 55%. Let that sink in. Over half the audience vanished the moment she was sidelined. The Fever's own nationally broadcast games have taken a similar hit, cratering by 53%. They averaged 1.81 million viewers with Clark in uniform. Without her, just 847,000. That's not a slump. It's a collapse. This isn't just a star player being missed. It's a clear sign that Caitlin Clark is the engine driving the league's visibility, momentum, and future. If you want Caitlin Clark come soon, so please leave a like and subscribe our channel and type CC come back now in comments below. The WNBA is in full-blown panic mode, and rightfully so. They've spent decades trying to build a sustainable fan base. And then along comes Caitlin Clark, single-handedly delivering the kind of viewership numbers that executives only dream about. Now she's gone, and the harsh reality is setting in. Without Clark, the league is back to square one. Games that should be drawing massive crowds are echoing with emptiness. The Commissioner's Cup final, which should have been a marquee event, had to proceed without their biggest star. It's like hosting the Super Bowl without the star quarterback. But here's the million-dollar question that's eating away at the league's foundation. Why should fans continue to support the WNBA when the players themselves seem to despise their biggest star? The All-Star voting results revealed a shocking truth. Clark's own peers ranked her as just the 9th best guard in the league, despite her receiving over 1.2 million fan votes and leading the league in multiple categories. Dick Vitale didn't mince words, calling it absolutely pure jealousy and pointing out that Clark has been responsible for chartered flights, salary increases, sold-out crowds, and improved TV ratings. Even LeBron James had to step in and support posts criticizing the way Clark has been treated by her fellow players.